Hello everyone and welcome back to VoidSpace Alpha. My name is Ollie and today, well I guess I'm welcoming you back to New Salopia, and whilst the frame rate stabilizes, we're at a very healthy 56 frames a second right now, we can just take stock of what New Salopia kind of looks like at the moment. So we've got a nice little belt of farmland down here and another little bit of farmland down here. We moved our nuclear power station up here, which, let's be honest, is going to have to move again because look at that horrible terrain situation going on there, but that did allow us to remove a load of stuff from over here. So look, without any further ado, I think today we're going to be trying to alleviate some serious traffic problems. I mean, the traffic problems are so bad at the moment that our recycling centre here cannot service the streets in the town that it is connected to, the downtown area. I'm trying to remind myself what we did last episode, and we definitely put that in last episode. And we did the train network, didn't we? So yeah, traffic is definitely piling up. So we've got an outside connection for rail, and that's great. What we don't have is, and that's our outside connection for rail. What we don't have is any other connections for transport to get cars off the road. And I think that might be, oh look, the traffic has kind of alleviated itself on that road there, so that's good. That probably means that the garbage trucks will be able to get in and around there. And we've got great demand on everything. But look, I'm getting ahead of myself. I think today we are just going to focus on getting a sea connection in, which I think we might put the port over here, kind of away from everything. And maybe even start looking at a subway, which we do have a lot of access points, actually. So let's go for water. And yeah, we're going to need tram before we get subway. And I'll level with you. I've never seen trams work in real life, so I probably won't be building them in my city unless somebody can convince me in the comments section down below. And by the way, thank you very, very much for the now 39,000 people that have subscribed to the channel. That is incredible. Right, we've got $2.3 million dues in the bank. How much do I want to spend? I mean, that's 800k spent immediately. Okay, so that's cool. And I think whilst we're expanding the city, we'll probably start expanding outwards. In fact, how far do these tiles go out? Oh, God, yeah, there is a lot of tiles, isn't there? Wow, okay, cool. Anyways, let's get into this. I want to see what the solution is with these harbours. So we can get a cargo harbour, right? Okay, yeah, and it does just hug the sea line. And you've got a little bit of wiggle room, it looks like, to put it on either side. What I want is it on this side, with a breakaway in this part here that just feeds the harbour area. That, I think, would be good. What are these? A wide seaway where ships can operate, or a narrow seaway? Oh, this is like the way out, is it? Hang on. Cargo harbours, cranes, yachts, allow cargo ships to unload and also stores cargo until it is shipped forward. Can be upgraded with a railway connection, extra cargo cranes, and extra warehouse. Okay. So, do I want that is the honest answer. I don't actually know how that works. I thought it was going to be like City Skylines 1 where you put one in and sort of the connection points are already kind of there. Let's just have a look at the transportation map mode, which will be... that's traffic. Where's public transport? It's probably that one. What's this here? Okay, so that's an outside sea connection and it links up to here. So actually, I need to buy all the tiles to link that up on the river, right? If that's correct. It's probably going to be more than I have money for. Oh, no, actually, I've got just enough money for it. So I could potentially do that. Now when I put this down, the narrow seaway, does that... oh, yeah, okay, it does allow me... right, okay. It does cost 10k a kilometre to get this in. So let's try... and get it into a position where it's actually like visually usable. And get it under there. I think that's close enough for now. We don't have enough money for the cargo harbour, which is £500,000. We're not a million miles away from that. Oh, there's a fire over here. There's a traffic collision with a fire, which is not good. And at least all the traffic issues have kind of subsided over here, although saying that, there is now a traffic jam here. I've no idea why, because the only way to get onto this bit of road is to go sort of up here and around here and I guess down, and surely that's quicker. But okay, cool, whatever. We'll let the traffic services deal with that. Right, so let's get our cargo harbour in. There we go. Right, now we need to connect up our narrow seaway. And I think that will do it. So does that mean now that we can have ships go out? I don't know is the honest answer. But what I do know is that we're going to need an intersection, and these directional intersections are probably the better option. Although saying that, I could put my industrial down here. Just want to have a look at wind direction. Where's wind? Where's wind? Here we go. Yeah, it does blow this way, up and over the mountains. Okay, so that might just be like ecologically sound then. If I get a four-way intersection in that hole, yeah, I think that will work. Okay, let's delete some of the bypass, like so. Let's chuck in. Is it still too? I think it's just big enough actually. But I'm gonna have. There's gonna be some finagling. Exceeds city limits. Oh, right, okay, I've got to buy another tile. And I don't have the money for it, so I'm just going to wait a second. I've just destroyed my bypass, which is going to create more traffic issues as this becomes the major entry point to the city again. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Do I have enough money for you now? No, I need 176. I'm not going to take any loans because, yeah, loans are just bad for the budget. We're making 2.6 a month, so I'll take that. I will take that. Right, that should be... I think that's enough now, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Now, we've probably not got enough money for the interchange, which is 34 grand. And saying that, I think this also almost touches... Can I put it page up or page down? No, I can't. Okay, well, is what it is. Right, okay, let's chuck it right there. I think that links up kind of in a very ugly way, but we can redo the bypass. In fact, no, that's gonna bother me. I'm gonna redo the connections now. So let's do that. Let's get to highway. We want the 2-lane. Do we? Yeah, I think we do, and we want to take the 2-lane from there to there, from there to there. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Right, these ones go like that, and then this one, does it go like that? It's less ugly. Right, luckily this is elevated, this section, so we can go over the rail when we come to building our industrial area down here, which is going to take all of the industrial, by the way, this area and this area, out of Salopia, or sort of out of the downtown-y areas, which, if you don't know already, if you're coming back, this gridded area is going to continue over in this direction and join up with this main city here. So this main city will just look like it's sprawling out of this entire peninsula here. And then our airport will probably be somewhere like over here, but that's another thing entirely. Right, let's get some road connections down here. I want the road on the floor, and I want a 4-lane. Let's take that road across there. And actually, maybe I want it to be one way in and out of there. Maybe I want that as a loop. So let's do a 64-meter 90-degree turn. So what's double 64 is 128, isn't it? Like that. And then another 136 meters. 64 meters. 128. Can't actually see. 128, there we go. We continue it down to here. And then we go another 64. Just, there we go. Yeah, I don't know why the math isn't mathing right now. It was 136, wasn't it? Which means I can go to there. Oh, okay, let's not go to there. Hang on. Let's delete that bit. Like that. Okay, that is our cargo loop. Now, what I think I need is, well, I definitely need a way in. So let's go for, is that too high? Yeah, no, that is too high. So let's go for this one. Can be our way in, like that. And it can drop down here. And I think go like that. And then this one, I think might come off here. No, maybe not. Maybe here. That certainly seems to feel better. And then another 180 up to there. And then I want it to go up to there. Right, so that's our in and out. And it's all done by one continuous loop. There is no reason, because it is one way, for us to have traffic lights in any of these areas. And because I'm not expecting there to be many pedestrians here, I don't think there's any reason for us to have crosswalks. So let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of the traffic lights as well. Sorted. Right, okay. Now, what we are going to need is a 4-lane road in here. And this is just because it would make sense in real life, so therefore we are going to do it. We would put in a small area like that, and we would have a firehouse to deal with any fires nearby. We would have a small medical clinic to deal with any health concerns nearby, and that is probably it. I mean, you might have a police station, but would you need it? It would probably be more of a customs office, and they'd call the police in to support. Yeah, I don't think you need it. Okay, so right, now this little road network loopy thing here needs to be connected up to the main area. Now we can take advantage of these old pieces here, so that does that. And then I think if we go for our cables, we can go underground as well. And it makes complete sense for us to follow the same sort of geometry with those as well. So, does that have water? I don't believe it does. What is our water consumption? Water trade's good, sewage treatment's good, so is it just not connected? Is that the problem? No, it's definitely connected. There. Ah, right, okay, it's not connected over the bridge. Right, okay, let's connect that up. That's probably the same. Oh, the electricity does go over the bridge. Okay. So hang on. Like that. Okay, cool. Right. So that should all be powered and on and everything. And the C lane is connected. Is that right? Yes, it is. Okay. So we should now start seeing traffic. Let's just pause. Who's this guy? It's a delivery van. Yes. Okay. So we can start taking things in and out of the city, which is fan-flipping-tastic. I'm okay with that. Let's go and have a look what's going on over here. We've got some medical issues. We were saving up to build a hospital last time, which is still a brilliant, brilliant idea, but it is 1.88 million. So, yeah, it doesn't matter how great the idea is. It's probably not going to be serviceable. But saying that, we do have medical clinics nearby, one down here. So, yeah, they are responding to that. How's the traffic looking up here now? Yep, better now we've put that bypass in. And the traffic's only going to get smoother once we start taking this industrial stuff out of here. I love seeing the train come down and do that little loop. That is so cool. How is the train getting on? Let's have a look at trains. So we have one train line, and it transports 17,500 people a month. That is pretty good. Our bus lines probably still need a bit of work. But that is because we haven't bussed up this area yet, or the industrial centre. We've just done the really big, densely populated areas where we don't want people taking cars. Right, okay, so part 2 of this strategy is to move our industrial area down here. So we're going to purchase 3 tiles, maybe even... No, can't purchase 3 more. But that will give us enough space to move these roads into that area. And we do have a 2-lane highway. Let's have a look. It's coming off at 179 degrees. I want it to be exactly 180. Okay, cool. Let's get this one right in the center. It's 90 degrees. That's okay. Which means I could probably put the dual road thingy on. No, it didn't like that, did it? No. Okay, yeah, let's tell you what. Let's just take it all the way back. Because if I have it with the dual road thingy on in the first place, then that is probably better. So let's do that, and let's drop it down over a pretty decent-ish distance, like that, so the bridge looks sort of semi-normal. Now, it does look like there's a bit of a hill here, so what we might do is just flatten this area. That is in these tools, isn't it? Yes, terraforming. We're going to take a terrain level, which will be the height of these roads, and we'll level out this entire area. It's going to be a big old area, this industrial area. And we're eating into the hillside, which is completely unrealistic, but we're going to do it anyway. So let's do that. Let's change the brush size now to 200. If we can. Yep, perfect. Lovely. So that's probably a big enough area to start dealing with. And the reason I'm going over here as well is because we would like to have a rail connection in here as well. So I'm going to make sure that we have the space for that. Or rail freight, like cargo rail. Now I want it to be a completely sort of believable shape for when I come and do the terrain smoothing, like so. Because that is going to gouge into some of our buildable area. Like so. Right, okay. How does that look with the thingy off? I mean, it looks believable. Probably still needs a little bit of work over here. Very, very steep part, part of the building area there. Okay, well, is what it is. Right, all we need now is a type of interchange that just changes from highway to not highway, and I don't think those types of interchanges exist in this game, so we're going to have to figure out a way to terminate this road. So let's go for that there, and let's just kind of try and plan this out, right? So what we want is a 4-lane road, once again, and actually probably be better if we plan our cargo train terminal prior to anything else. So does this not have a throughput? It doesn't. It just has an on-off, it looks like. Let's chuck that down there. Yeah, there's no through service in here. This is very much an end-of-the-line terminal type situation. So I tell you what, let's throw the tracks in for this. Is it a single track? I believe it is. So if I put a single one-way on there, it's not going to look good. And if I put, okay, if I put a two-way on, so, which I might do, and then split that two-way into 2 one-ways, which I can come down 80 meters, an angle of 117. Okay, so 80 meters, angle of 117 I need. There we go, at least it's symmetrical. Right, okay, that looks reasonable. I mean, it doesn't look brilliant, but it does look believable, and I'm okay with that. So that is our rail terminal sorted. Right now, it requires a road, which we can oblige it with by chucking a road in there. And now, what we need is to start convincingly throwing in our blocks of industry. Now, motorways, parallel mode. What we could do is, could we just throw down a decent sized roundabout? It's not possible to just build a decent sized roundabout. Is it possible to get the size of road in here that will fit perfectly in the middle. Doesn't look like it. 4-lane, maybe a 5-lane will fit in the middle better. No, okay, what was this? A 6-lane. Oh, it's actually 6-lane roads I've been using. Yeah, that's probably going to be too big to carry the traffic that I need. So let's downgrade that to the outside edge of whatever this shape was. There we go, yeah. Okay, we've got 5-lane asymmetrical. And I think that's what we're going to use. So maybe I can just eyeball this in like so. That didn't want to join up for whatever reason. So let's do that. And let's throw in... Doesn't want to let me throw in a large roundabout. Why is that? Because it's doing something weird with the road. Okay, tell you what, if that side's going to be a problem, then let's get rid of that side. Medium roundabout? No. Okay. Tell you what, let's get rid of both of those. And let's go for the large grassy roundabout. And then let's bring these two roads in parallel. How does that sound? So, I mean, it looks a lot better than whatever I was trying to do. So let's continue the work of that 5-lane asymmetrical. I want to turn all the snapping and stuff back on. And we'll give it quite a bit of distance to run before we start branching off. So I would like to take a branch off in either direction. And that will be a roundabout. Now, we're not going to build on the main strip. Okay, so what I want to do is maximize the amount of buildable space that we have. Like so. And in fact, we can come all the way down to where the contours begin. Like so. Okay, and probably the same over here. So what was that like? A healthy little distance away. Sort of same thing over here. To that. Yeah, okay, cool. Brilliant. This can come over 112 meters. Is that 90 degrees? I can't actually tell. I'm going to have to do this in 2 stages. Yep, perfect. And we will continue this on over here. That's actually a better form. Get rid of that. Too far. Gotta find the perfect bit. Yeah, there we go. Like so. Okay, so this should be a little bit more doable than what we currently have. So let's throw that in there. Let's throw that in there. Almost right at the end. Yeah, that maximizes our build space. And it's going to be like an ugly little blocky mess thing. However, yeah, I think that's as much buildable area as we can go for there. Let's go for that into there and that into there. That's going to be like one of those things that we just make the best of a bad situation in terms of its actual layout. So that's fine. And what I want to do is make sure that I replace all of these with the small concrete roundabout. All of these, every single intersection where 2 roads meet. Because what I don't want is for traffic to be hanging around and causing a problem. Now, they are going to need sewage and they are going to need power. Now, they're getting power, are they, from... Well, apparently not, it says. Is that... How do I... Can I just not link up to the railway tracks? Is that not a thing? Is that not a thing? Can I not... Okay, no. For some reason it's orange, but I can't tap into its power. So let's get rid of that. Right, okay, what are we going to do instead? I think the instead is going to be... Well, it's going to have to be coming off of one of these roads at the sort of most sensible point, which will actually be one of these corners. Oh no, not if we do it underground. Yeah, if we do it underground, we can just go... Right, that's above ground. That's above ground. That's underground. Okay. Let's do this. Let's just... Where's the nearest area? The nearest area is actually our wind farm, but we're going to be moving that at some point, so let's go... Let's not go there. And let's get our sewage pipes coming on over like so. How's that? Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That is great. Now, look, we're just going to do exactly the same thing over here that we did in the previous place, which is throw down some medical, throw down some fire, and we will throw down some police here also, just because it's probably going to be quite a frantic policey sort of area. Now, there is a... I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw down the industrial, because that makes sense. We'll get all of the industrial demand settled. I don't want to build on that main stretch, so I'm going to have to do this. That's no, get rid of that. Do this like a line, like so. That can be, and that can be. And then on this side, we can go at least to there, and to there. And all of the rest of that can be industrialized. Perfect. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with having a little bit there also. But what I liked, and I found this out last time, is you can put these surfaces down, like tile surfaces, concrete surface, or what have you. So I think I'm going to throw down this here. Why has that got an overlapping item? It's a surface. I don't care if it goes over the top of it. Right, okay, maybe we should start on there then. That's going to be a problem. No, it doesn't like it. Okay, well, all I wanted to do was paint like the ground. Is there a way to just paint a ground colour? Oh, you can, that's like residential assets and everything. This is great. Decals. What's that? No idea. Disabled parking decal. That's pretty cool. Bit weird that you can't put them on a car park. Vegetation, pathways. Yeah, it's all in surfaces, but you can't paint the surfaces, which is just so strange. So maybe I just need to turn snapping off. Just get it as close as I can. So what I want to do is come down here. Maybe turn snapping back on along here, yeah, because it will help. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, it doesn't actually like it on the corner. So there's going to be some fiddliness here. Oh, okay, we got a new building. Cool, chemical plant, that's great. Has that just got rid of all of my progress of... Okay, well, look, that's something I'll do off screen. But yeah, that's cool. Right, okay, why is power not getting over to there? Because we're definitely producing enough. Is it because of distribution? I don't know. Ah, we've got some power breaks in the city. What is this? Yeah, electrical bottleneck. There's not enough electricity transfer capacity at the point of the grid. Okay, is that going to mean that I need transformer stations connecting high voltage from a power plant to a low voltage used by buildings? Connecting transformer stations to power lines from the outside connections allows for importing and exporting. Okay, I think it is that then. So let's put in a transformer station there. And let's put in some... Are we going overground with this? I think we should. I think we should, just for realism's sake. Let's go like that. I think like that. I'm going to have to buy a couple more tiles as well. Let's take it over along the side of the bridge. Let's buy... 1, 2, 3. Let's buy 5 more tiles. And let's connect this up. Overlapping items. What is overlapping? What is overlapping? What's it telling me is in the way? Go to there. Oh, I can't do it over the sea lane. Because that's all that's overlapping. Okay, yeah, well, that is problematic. Tell you what, then. How do I... Can we go underneath the sea lane? We can go into the ground there. Yes, we can. We can come up the other side. We'll just follow the rough curvature of our big motorway. Like that. Like that. How's that? Does that get me power? Does that fix my power issue? It fixes the power issue down there. So I'm guessing yes. Yes is the answer. It fixes my power issues. Right, okay. Well, with that done, the last thing I want to do this episode is I would like to de-zone these industrial areas. How's that? Our industrial demand is going to go up, but we've got this industrial area at the moment, which is kind of sucking up all of that demand. And I'm very curious to see how it gets on with its use, basically. Its use. Let's get that bit filled in as well. Industrial demand isn't still maxed out, which is not what I was expecting. And we've still got this industrial park down here, which I'm going to keep because it's not actually contributing that much traffic. I'm going to put a little bit more industrial there. It is blowing its pollution that way. How do I look at ground pollution? Noise pollution, ground pollution. Here we go. There is a bit of ground pollution going on there. And there's going to be a bit more going on there. And there's going to be a bit more going on here at the dairy house. And do you know what? We've got that chemical plant. But I'm just curious how much traffic is this rail station. It's got a 108% efficiency. It's stored 2 tons of cargo. I'm just curious how much that's taken off the road alongside this cargo harbour. And it's only going to be great for like import and export, right? So if you work in the forestry area, you're going to go and get onto the motorway, come down here, drive down here, go around, blah, blah, drop off your stuff. Right, oh, they're waiting for a hearse. Okay, they might be waiting a while. I didn't think to put in any death care. Should I put in some death care? I should probably put in some death care, and I'm going to put it... It's probably easier to hide it over here, actually, than it is to chuck it in the other direction. So let's throw that down there. Yeah, that probably makes a little bit of sense just for the old use case. But look, that is where I'm going to leave it for today's episode. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed me introducing, what was it, 1 new mode of transport, actually. Well, I guess 2, technically. We've got rail freight and we've got water freight now. So that is something. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Popping up on your screen now will be some other videos I hope you're interested in. Please do check them out, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.